So, why would a respected prison officer risk everything, their career, their family, their freedom, just to sleep with an inmate? And not just sleep with them, but actually help them escape? This one gets absolutely wild. It all starts with a man named Kazeem. 35 years old, a hardened armed robber, locked up inside Kirikiri Maximum Security Prison, the most notorious prison in Lagos. This place is the definition of hell on earth. No mercy, no comfort, and definitely no escape. But Kazeem isn't the kind of guy who plays by the rules or accepts his fate. He's charming, he's dangerous, and he's always scheming. And then he meets Folaki. This is where everything starts to unravel. Folaki is a senior prison officer. She's 42, married, always looks elegant and put together. She's in charge of inmate welfare and rehabilitation. Her job is literally to turn criminals into better men. But instead of reforming a criminal, she falls for one. At first, it's innocent. Just small talk during her daily rounds. A friendly smile here, a little joke there. Kazeem notices her perfume and compliments it. She laughs, maybe a little too much. Soon, she's finding excuses to walk past his cell more often, linger a little longer. It doesn't take long for those stolen moments to escalate. They start sneaking into the empty rehabilitation office at night. The very same room meant for reform becomes the setting for their secret affair. The irony is just thick. Folaki is now living a double life. By day, she's a respected officer and a wife to Tunda, a successful businessman. But by night, she's in the arms of a convicted armed robber. And Kazeem, he's no fool. He's a master manipulator, and he knows exactly what he's doing. He feeds her these lines dripping with poison-coated honey. "Baby, just wait. Once I'm out of here, we'll run away together. Start a new life in Dubai, just you and me." He paints this beautiful fantasy, and she desperately wants to believe it. So, she does. But here's the twist. Kazeem isn't the only one whispering in her ear. There's another inmate, Chidi. He's 28, a convicted fraudster, slick and smooth-talking. He calls her my angel. He writes her poems on scraps of paper. He makes her feel seen, desired, young again. Before she knows it, Folaki is juggling 2 secret relationships with 2 different inmates, right under the noses of everyone in the prison. And that's when jealousy turns deadly. One night, Chidi corners her in a quiet hallway. He's furious. "I know about you and Kazeem," he hisses, his voice low and threatening. "You think I'm stupid? You think I don't see the extra food, the secret phone, the special favors?" Folaki tries to calm him down, tries to deny it, but Chidi isn't having it. He gives her an ultimatum. "Either you start treating me the same way you treat him, or everyone finds out. Your husband, the warden, everyone." Now she's completely trapped. She's caught between Kazeem's grand promises of a fantasy life and Chidi's dark, possessive blackmail. Meanwhile, Kazeem's master plan is finally taking shape. He's been studying the prison for months, the guards' routines, the shift changes, the weak spots in the old walls. He has it all figured out. He just needs one last piece of the puzzle, Folaki's help. "Get me the prison blueprint," he tells her during one of their secret meetings. "Some tools, and create a distraction on the night. That's all I need. Then we're free, baby. We're finally free." And she does it. She actually agrees to do it. She steals an old map from the archives, sneaks him a metal file, and hides a pair of wire cutters in the bottom of his food container. She's risking her entire life for love. Or at least, for what she desperately believes is love. But someone is always watching in a place like Kirikiri. Chidi sees everything. He sees the hushed whispers, the late-night visits to Kazeem's cell, the hidden packages being exchanged. And when he realizes she has chosen Kazeem over him, that she's helping his rival escape, something inside him just snaps. The rage consumes him. His twisted logic is simple. If he can't have her, then no one will. So Chidi sits down and writes a letter. An anonymous tip, carefully worded, detailing every single one of Folaki's dirty secrets. The affairs with both him and Kazeem, the contraband phone, the favors, and most importantly, Kazeem's entire escape plan, step by step. He folds the note and slips it to a guard he knows has a grudge against Folaki. Within hours, that letter is on the desk of the prison comptroller, the highest authority, and quietly, without anyone knowing, a trap is set. On the night of the planned escape, everything seems to be going perfectly, at least for Kazeem. Just as planned, Folaki creates a diversion, faking a major electrical fault in the prison kitchen. Alarms blare, guards run towards the chaos. In the confusion, Kazeem uses the file to break his lock. He slips out of his cell and into the shadows, wire cutters clutched in his hand, his heart pounding in his chest. Freedom is just a few cuts, a few steps away. He can almost taste it. Then, boom, the entire prison yard explodes with light. Floodlights from every tower snap on, bathing him in a blinding glare. A voice roars over a megaphone. "Inmate Kazeem, stay where you are. Do not move." Guards swarm from every corner surrounding him. He freezes, caught like a rat in a trap. It's over. At that exact same moment, two senior officers walk calmly into the kitchen where Folaki is managing the chaos. "Madam Folaki," one of them says, his voice eerily quiet. "You need to come with us." Her blood runs cold. When they lead her out into the yard and she sees Kazeem on his knees in handcuffs, surrounded by guards, her own knees nearly buckle. In that single horrifying moment, she sees it all flash before her eyes. Her marriage. Folaki is arrested on the spot. Her husband files for divorce within days of the news breaking. She's charged with aiding an escape, smuggling contraband, and gross corruption. The woman who once guarded prisoners is now set to become one herself. And Kazeem? They add many more years to his sentence and ship him off to a maximum security federal prison up north. No more charm, no more schemes, no more chances. And Chidi? He gets exactly what he wanted, revenge. He's quietly rewarded by the prison authorities for exposing the escape plot. On paper, he won. He got his payback. In the end, this was never a love story. It was a story of obsession, manipulation, and a lie so powerful it completely destroyed 3 lives. It's a chilling reminder that in a place like Kirikiri Prison, even something that feels like love can become its own kind of cage. See you in the next one.